Hello and welcome everyone, this is the VG Purist. I'll be coming at you with the 2018 Blood Bowl 2 World Cup. And we are now in the second round of action. In the first round, 64 teams have battled it out. And now we are to the round of 32. Still loads of Blood Bowl action to be had. I'm going to try to cover as much as I can, but of course, real life duties and as well as, whoa, this is way too much Blood Bowl. However, if these guys are able to meter it out, then I'll be able to cover it all. But first, we are going to take a look at a couple of games today. And we are just going to start from the bottom on up. Let's do a Human Mirror Crystal Hunter taking on Ever's human team, the Aragon Stars. So let's just jump into that replay. So here in my preliminary prediction, I said that I liked, who did I say I liked? I believe I said I liked Crystal Hunter. Yes, I did. Crystal Hunter's human team, and it's only really because, well, I know Crystal Hunter, but I just don't know enough about Ever to really give him the fair shake. But we are going to be here to witness Crystal Hunter, the Dutch quality gaming, and he is going to be facing off against Ever's Aragon Stars, the other human team. And thankfully they did choose different type of colors. Yes indeed. Thank you, Crystal Hunter. It is going to be the sexiest late night Blood Bowl cast. Oh, hey, what's going on, Nate? How you doing? Great timing. Great timing indeed to catch your own match. Nate, my one and only moderator. How you been, my friend? Where you been? I know it's the summertime. I know you can't be studying this long. And of course, here, let's just take a quick look at the skills. Of course, in the World Cup, they will be able to choose a skill after each round. And so not only is this tier 2 human team able to choose 5 normal skills with a double skill, they will be able to continue to pile it on. But now that they're piling on, looks like they are going to have, with this catcher, this blitzer with that guard ability, might be able to tackle here for this blitzer. And I do believe he did add this guard to that guard, to the catcher there. And everybody just about the same, but here on the other side of the ball, we are going to have block and guard for the Ogre, Olivio. So here is going to be the difference. The human team opted to take the tackle with the Mighty Blow on different personnel, but the Ogre will have both of the skills here for today's match. Look at that right here, Mighty Blow for that blitzer. 3 guards right there. I do believe the guard catcher, one of these teams actually went with it normally, but I kind of forget who went with what. Maybe I should look that up beforehand. But it will be the Aragon Stars will be receiving the ball, and Ever will have the bashes. We'll be starting off fairly strong here with the armor break and just a stun here. And let's see here, Piphead, nice to see you tonight. The hospital, what? Well, hopefully you're gonna be much better. Okay, Ever is one of the OCC veterans. Okay. Well, you know me, I do nothing but Champs Ladder, so I don't really know too much about the private league guys. So yes, as I understand it, Ever, always a good coach here. Of course, anyone's got to be good to make it into the World Cup, but still. Zofik, nice. Thank you for that follow. Much appreciated there, my friend. Thank you for that host there to Jimmy. Fantastic as well. So now we're going to see more good Blood Bowl action. The sure hands pick up. Not so sure. Let's see here whether or not Crystal Hunter wants to jump all over this like he's missing something from his life. I don't know about this. So the green humans will be the Dutch quality gaming. And Ever's Aragon Stars will be the blue humans on the bottom. Again, thankfully, both of these teams choosing different colors for today's match. Oh, Pitpad is an OCC veteran? Oh, okay, you know him from there. I gotcha. Oh, my bad. Well, then, if anyone knows anything about Ever, please go ahead and post here in the comments. But until then, Crystal Hunter, a very much a normal scene here to see him in the Champions Cup. And actually going to be back in Champions Cup 16, isn't that right, Chris the Hunter? Yes, indeed. So with the failed pickup, Chris the Hunter opting to just continue to play it strong and solid. Not going to try to do anything crazy here in the backfield. Just going to take down the catcher there on the right side. Hopefully get an injury or something like that, but didn't. And just continue to keep the pressure up in the midfield. Oh, you're out of the hospital now, so yes. Very good to hear that, Nate. Very good. Yes, Chris the Hunter, he is still going to be a little bit surprised to see his human team in there after someone opted to go with his Bretonian team. I think it's Cyber Knight. So, unfortunately, though, this season I won't be covering the Champions Cup, so that's going to be a thing. I will probably just cover the championship match because I think that will be just after the end of the World Cup, if I'm not mistaken. It should be just as it ends. Like maybe the week after. So I should be able to get the championship match in, but that's about it, unfortunately. So even though we're going to see a lot of the same faces there, Chris the Hunter, Mike the Machine, he's back in there. Andy Davo's in there as well, so a bunch of the usual suspects. But of course, it is all about the World Cup at the moment, where first prize, $3,000 with a Pimp PC. Second prize, $1,500, $1,000 apiece for third and fourth. All brought to you by Asus, Republic of Gamers. And of course, with the help of Cyanide, Focus Home, and Games Workshop. So now this left side just a little bit open. Humans of Chris the Hunter just kind of getting the feels out. And maybe just getting the thrower a little bit more uncomfortable. And that is going to be great. We'll be able to take down the man in the front line. That's the dangerous thing here when you are facing up against an ogre with the block. And now with the guard ability, he blitzes through, gets the touch on the ball carrier. And the other ogre is going to be a little bit too far away to kind of help out. So what is ever going to do here in the first half? This is a great position after all. And there you go, Chris the Hunter also saying it as well in chat. He loved this position right there. It looks like, though, he's going to find a little bit of a push combo. Ogre will be pushed to the front, and then likely the back will be cleared out, and then maybe a handoff, yes indeed, to the catcher. So that is very nice. Catcher with no real good place to go. We'll just run to the backfield and maybe just try to reset his offense best as he can in the next bit. It's just going to be turn 3. And now with the failed one die, looks like, yes, he's going to re-roll that. Might as well. 3 re-rolls there. But Chris the Hunter with the 4 due to the kickoff. So now it's going to be yet another one die. We're going to get skulled here. And hopefully no worse for wear. Looks like it's going to be the mighty blow and the tackler. So after the 2 die block right here, maybe we might see an injury here coming out here with the foul. I don't know. That would be something to see. It does have a catcher here on the sideline to come in. But 2 forevers Aragon Stars human team. So we'll see what the play is going to be in just a bit. As I've always said before, even though I can see the score, I don't know what happens on the pitch. I never watch these replays. Well, if I can help it. I never watch these replays if I can help it. Once in a while I might poke my head in if somebody's maybe streaming it early and I'm able to just kind of catch a glimpse, but I never really watched the whole game beforehand. First 3 turns kind of remind you of Skaven positioning a bit. Right, pressing forward, making the opponent nervous. Yeah, indeed. I mean, when it's human on human, that's the fun thing about playing a human team against yet another human team. You can just kind of be semi-aggressive and just really play the positional game. You don't necessarily have to worry about getting too badly hurt in the front line. You can bash it up. You can just hang back for a little bit, or you can just do whatever. You even have the passing game as well with the thrower and catcher combinations. So loads of opportunities for different types of looks here. A blitz coming out. Looks like the Aragon Stars will start off and get a little bit knuffled. Oh, yes, indeed. 1 in 36 on the failed blitz here. and wanted to get the 2-die block, take that blitzer down, and now the ball carrier is holding his balls. Oh, yes, indeed, all by himself in the back corner. Oh, no, indeed. The human team of Ever is just going to get a little bit nuffled. And I'm going to say a little bit. It's going to be big time nuffled, because this should allow the humans to at least get the 2-die block here, and then at least the 1-die blitz, but I don't even think he's going to do that. I think if anything, probably could just pin the catcher there in the back line and then just wait for it, but I don't know at this point. Looks like they'll at least put the screen up and likely just going to put him there, but hey, you know what? I can't blame him for this either. Why pass up the 1-die blitz? I can't either. So there's the both down die. That's not good enough, but there's the defender stumbles. And that is all the catcher needs on the re-roll. Beautifully done. Ball was going to get thrown back, but in the back line like this, going to be a dangerous to throw back and forth until it comes out to the middle or something like that. But looks like it's going to be a really good throw for the green and yellow team of Crystal Hunter, the Dutch Quality Gaming. And with this stunned blitzer here in the backfield, looks like he won't be able to get there. He's just going to be able to stand right back up, throws in position to pick that ball right back up and score it. Hell, he don't even need to score it right away. He can actually just scoop that ball up, get the little semi-case here, the 3-point here, and just wait until the human team, Aragon Stars, the blue team, just tries to run up and catch up to him if he can. But looks like here, the blitz through, and he should be able to take him down, maybe get the touch here on the thrower, and at least make it a little bit more difficult for him to get to the back line. But no, he's not going to do any of that stuff. But there you go. He's going to get him on him. I guess there's no difference between a Mighty Blow tackler and just a regular guy without the Mighty Blow tackle. So there you go. He's going to be able to get the touch there. Thrower on thrower action. Oh, and we'll have the catcher back here as well to hopefully help take the ball up if there's going to be a failed pickup roll. And at this point, looks like, though, the Dutch Quality Gaming, they are going to just try to take out these guys here and maybe try to hold on to the ball for at least one more turn. As I've said before, humans can definitely get the ball down the pitch in 2. So you want to try to hold the ball till the end if possible. Nice little defender stumbles. Will be able to free up the thrower. Not only that, nice armor break there as well. This should be good enough, though. This should be good enough. I don't think, maybe there might be a hold, actually. This guy's going to be woefully out of position, but he does have dodge. And, of course, this is the crunch time, so he will do the crazy dodges to get through, if anything. But, yes, he will try to continue to hold on strong to the ball. 4 plus 3 plus for the 2 red die blitz, maybe? That's going to be tough. Oh, but we'll fail the GFI there, but no problems. We got more re-rolls, baby. And we'll be able to get there and get the mark on the blitzer that was stunned just around earlier. And yes, we'll be looking to try to hold that ball for the next round. Hopefully going to avoid any disastrous plays there by any of the humans of the blue team of Ever. Now with this coming up, what is Ever going to do here? He's in a bad position and likely to go down 1-0 on his possession half. This is quite as bad as you can get it if you can call things bad. And there's going to be the blitz. Take down the blitzer. Move up. And it's still not going to put a mark on him or anything. Just going to stay close. Just force that touchdown just a little bit earlier than normal. Ogre's going to get the bonehead in the backfield. But this right here should be enough to maybe force the score. I think so, actually. Especially moving this lineman up. And we'll dodge away. Look at that. And we'll actually get away here from the danger. And we'll definitely mark up that ball carrier. And so with this, we are likely to see the blitz away. And then the easy Macheesy touchdown. No, it's not cheesy though. It's going to be nice and easy. And likely just going to leave the other human team 2 more turns left to score by the end. But the blitzer with the mighty blow. Looks like he should be able to take the nod and get the blitz on. But no, yes, I can't blame him here. Get this hit in with the tackle blitzer. Make sure he's down. Fold the count. And not only that, have a chance to break the armor and get him down to go up 1-0. Where Crystal Hunter takes advantage of the 1-36 failed GFI roll. And unfortunately, the blitz doesn't even come out. The two-die blitz doesn't even work out forever. And that was just a gimme touchdown there by the end of the first half. But of course, that is Blood Bowl right there. But it's never out of the question that you can come back from this position. I've definitely seen it many times before. I've casted thousands of games in my 5-year career as a Blood Bowl announcer. So definitely going to be one of those things where it's not over yet. And Duran here jumped in the chat. Spoilers, the human team win. Oh no, you bastard, Duran. You're just a bastard. Yes, indeed. Probably should have just stood up his guys before that, but probably feeling really good about his chances about the blitz and had the reroll. But unfortunately, it's times like those where when you just forget about the Blood Bowl fundamentals, that's when it comes back and that's when it gets you. Darren, did you at least watch my cast of your game and all the great puns I was giving your game? I hope you were at least having a little bit of fun from it. You think I make these things up beforehand, but I didn't. It was totally a seat of the pants thing. High kick, and Aragon Stars will have 2 more turns left to actually do something with it. Unfortunately, doesn't catch it on the fly, even with the catch ability. And, oh, actually, no, that's a throw right there, not the catcher. So, tried to catch it on the 4+, didn't get it. And the ball's going to fall to the ground, but we'll have 3+ tries with the sure hands ability. 2-turn touchdown incoming, I do believe. There's going to be the blitzer with the bludge. Oh yes, look at that. Blodge guard. I think this is actually what he chose right here, was having a blodge blitzer. So nice and critical here for that blitzer to have those skills. I love it. Yeah, actually I passed him. I thought he was a catcher earlier, but no, he's a blodge blitzer. I love that. There's the sure hands pickup. And unlikely here to the pass. Into the easy little pitch and catch play. And then gonna be closing himself off to the world with the side cage. And will this be enough though? I don't know. There's the block coming in. Ogre doesn't fall, but more 1-36 coming out. And didn't want to use the reroll there because I wanted to use the reroll by the end just in case somehow, some way, Crystal Hunter catches up to us and makes Ever pay for this a little bit. But he should be able to. Should be able to get at least the screen up right here. Make this a whole lot more difficult. Does have that guard catcher, so still can get the blitz over the top with the 2-die. And looks like he does. Ticks down the blitzer with the bludge ability. And yes, that is definitely going to be a very dangerous piece right there. And now not only that, we'll be able to put the screen up here, put the guy in the backfield, and make him try to go down with the 1-die. Could just be a push, not going to fall up there, but no problem. We'll stay back here to at least stop him from getting the backwards momentum. Make this just a little bit more difficult. And not only that, hopefully be able to take down all these guys in the front field. But old Bonehead here. And now likely to just dodge away, and he does. And try to put up the screen here in the front of the ball carrier. And turn 8 coming up. Will Ever be able to ever make this touchdown? Oh yeah, you thought, you loved that. That was the frustration I don't think it was the... Yeah, I mean, I said it was frustration, but definitely a warranted reroll. Yeah, I know that, Duran. If anything, if I know you by now, you don't tilt whenever you play. Sure, you're cursing the game out, but I don't really see it affecting your gameplay very much. Yes, indeed. Crystal Hunter putting a nice little cage here on top of the cage. Entrapment here. And this is going to be so difficult. Like we're going to end up doing something wild and crazy here by the end to get through. Looks like the 2 red die block. That's going to be the play. And the both down die. Yes, indeed. That will put the ball out. And of course, Crystal Hunter did put the fly out a la Skaven. So here we go. At least Crystal Hunter does have a shot at picking this ball up and doing something with it. Gonna hit the ball. Get the scatter up. Yes, we'll be able to at least be able to clean this out. But here's the 3 die block, and it'll be a whole bunch of defender stumbles. And there's the blitz coming out here to clear the way for maybe the catcher to pick this ball up later on. I don't know. At least he's got to try though. Yes, indeed. There's the 2 die block. Clear it up a little bit. The ball's right there though. Probably should have get the try on a little bit later on. But here comes the incoming foul. Nice. The foul coming up. Closed off your access to the ball for the quickie touchdown. So opted to just go for the foul instead of the horrible, crazy throw play to the other wide receiver who's a little bit covered up. And when I say a little bit, I mean a lot by 3 guys on the opposing side. But of course, Crystal Hunter will be happy to see this end because he's up 1-0, and not only that, will be able to have the ball in the next half. So Crystal Hunter, big advantage going into the second half. Let's see if he's able to add on to this and force the easy win. Not enough torque. Yes, indeed. So he's the one who went with the Blodge Blitzer with guard, and then Crystal Hunter with the guard Ogre. I definitely like this play right here because you know that the Ogre is going to be in the front line. Very similar to how Duran put the guards on the Black Orcs. You know the Black Orcs going to be on the front line because they have 4 strength, but you put them in the front line anyways. You might as well give them guard and then let the blitzers lead the way, get the hits in, and then not only that, but hopefully be able to isolate the other guys in front of the Black Orcs and then get the 2 die blocks on. Sure, they might get 1-9, but who cares? You're able to at least bash back against a human team with loads of guard. Oh, the fouler's name was Torque. Indeed. Throw a rock! Oh, the Ogre's gonna go down. So Crystal Hunter sees the opportunity. Should be able to at least get the bash here with the mighty blow, and yet another bash with more mighty blow. So there's the 2 die block. Defender down die. Let's see if he's gonna be able to get some big armor breaks in the front line. Looks like it's gonna be a no in the first bit. Indeed, Crystal Hunter also says it also leaves the extra skill open for the blitzers in the later rounds if need be. So I love that play. Thinking in the present and also for the future. A lot of the coaches actually did take guard for a lot of the different coaches here. So I don't think we've changed too much up in that respect, but of course that's just how much bashing each side really wants to end up doing on this World Cup. They really want to get the guard up for both of the sides and then take advantage. People is taking some block here and there for the big guys if they have one. I think the Death Roller took block, Minotaur took claw. So loads of things there that was given to the other side, and definitely one of those things where we are going to see a small shift in some of the lines here. The little bits here and there that people can take advantage of. Glad to see the first few games coming out though. Those guys go away though. More Blood Bowl action to be had. We are gonna see. What are we gonna see? We're gonna see Necromantic team taking on the Human team after this. Loads more Human teams did make it by into the second round than the Wood Elf teams. And that's good and bad news, of course. The good news being that Humans getting the love that they've always deserved, but the bad news is we're gonna see a couple of extra Human mirror matchups, as you can see here today. Catch up, moves into the backfield, get that little nod here at the ball carrier, just to say, hey, what you doing, guy? What you doing? You know you want to hit it, Duran. No, wait. You're right about that, man. Don't do that, man. Don't do that. Now, Crystal Hunter has the advantage. All he needs to do is run the ball out of there. Run the time out. He really wished there was a riot on the kickoff. I know that much. One less turn he'd have to hold it for, but will definitely like what he sees here. Humans getting bashed down in the center. Already putting up a nice little screen over the top for the future purpose. Really love that a lot. Now should be able to continue to have the 4-point cage here if necessary. Looks like though the handoff. Oh, it's going to get 1 and 9 on the handoff. Really wanted to move up the pitch and get down and maybe score it fairly quickly, but now Nuffle has other ideas. Ever may have a chance to square things up on the possession half of Crystal Hunter's possession half. So there we go. Opportunity. And it only takes one, but really 2 ones to really make a big difference in the match. Orcs are best orcs. We'll see about that, Dern. The ball is out, but thankfully the ball is actually going to be in an okay spot for Crystal Hunter, of course, though, with the blitz. She could be able to blitz down one of these guys and then make them fall on the ball and scatter it out, but it looks like, though, instead we'll try to clear it open, and then after that, get these hits off and get the catcher on it. I don't think I don't think he's going to do a pickup roll. Nope. Just going to continue to mark that ball up and give himself a little bit of a shot later on. Nate says, orcs are the biggest and the strongest. For the Wog! Blitz coming out. Really wants to take care of that ogre. Hamming that ball up. And now there's only going to be one catcher. Still continuing to mark that ball up. But of course he is in range for a 2-dive block coming up with that guard blitzer and the assist on the bottom. To fit the stumbles, that's all that's necessary to clear the ball away. Thrower will be able to reconcile. Yes, and then he should be able to drop back here, get himself clear away from danger as he continues to hold the ball just a little bit extra. Yes, indeed. Very nice, and not only that, we'll be able to have a nice bit of a cover in the front line. Blue team of Ever might actually think about just getting the block in here, and then after that maybe getting the blitz on the catcher, and then after that maybe try to get more pressure up here and make it to where Crystal Hunter is going to feel pressured, feel the burn there. Of course, they'll continue to try to stay a little bit solid. Get these receivers marked up quite a few ways, and not only that, mark these guys up. Again, human on human matchup. We will see loads of bashes coming out on both sides. And the uncanny thing is that human on human action doesn't really garner too many injuries, I think. And looks like though the failed GFI and just trying to get over there with the tackle and the mighty blow to give a good bit of pressure here against the ball carrier. This is gonna be a little bit tougher, but perhaps the blue team didn't really do much in the center. At least he's able to get down this blitzer right here with the guard ability, but no big injuries. So should be able to clear here. And should be able to get the ogre in as well with the guard. So he's got 2-die blocks everywhere. And there you go. Just this little small change with the guard getting on the ogre. Then somehow he begins to overpower the ogre in the midfield of the blue team. Just a little shift there. But somehow, some way. Human on human porn is the best porn? Oh man, Duran, that's saying a lot, man. I'm sure the orcs might want to disagree with that. You seen those cheerleaders? The orc cheerleaders? That's what they're talking about. They're like, oh yeah, look at the Bajungas and those babies. Ball moves up. Trying to get away from danger. We'll have to dodge away after the block. Yes, he does. Gets a little bit of a screen, but he is going to be open to attack. He will be open to attack after getting the assist here. And he does 2-die block here. And at the very least get the 1-die blitz. But, I mean, heck, he should be able to get a dodge away for the 2-die blitz, I think. That's going to be the start. Disclaimer, VG does not represent the views of all orcs. Love that. Apothecary will be used by Crystal Hunter, keeping the man alive on the pitch. He wants to hold it for the duration. So here we go. 2-die block. Oh, and the injury in the next turn. That's gotta hurt. And not only that, that's the tackle blitzer. So if this somehow goes to the overtime, no more tackle blitzer. And here comes the 2-die blitz with the blitzer. Defender stumbles. Huge hits at huge moments. And the ball is going to be coming out in a okay spot for both human teams. But at least it's going to continue to stay marked by one of Crystal Hunter's guys. And the blitz already being used. And I don't even see how they're going to get this ball pick up right there. So Ever going to let this ball continue to stay on the dance floor as he's looking to recover. Crystal Hunter moves in. He's got guard himself, so there we go. Gonna have to help in with the 2-die blitz, standing up with the thrower, likely to try to get that ball picked up once again after the push combo. And yes, he does get the hit in. Catcher's gonna get pushed away, no longer marked up. The thrower, no, instead he says, I leave it to you, catcher man with guard. You go ahead and pick that ball up, and then I'm gonna form a screen for you, and then watch it fly. Yes, indeed. He's going to fly away. I love that. I really love that. And here we go. Should be able to get the dodge away yet again. Human team living and dying by the 1 and 9s. And, oh, he's going to fail this one right down here. Should get the reroll off unless he wants to get his ball carrier blitz so easily. No! Not going to get it right there. Wanting to get a little bit more help if possible up the pitch, but not going to be able to do so. Here we go. Human team should be able to get once again to the catcher. He's got dodge though. He's got guard as well. So the blitz coming out, even if it's going to be a 2-die blitz, will likely have to come out from someone without the tackle ability. So here we go. There's the 2-die blitz. Of course, gonna do it with the lineman. There's the blocks, the pushes, the re-rolls, the fender stumbles. Those aren't good enough right there. And that is beautiful. Except Crystal Hunter's going to be a little bit pinned there to the sideline. But loads of guys here to help out. Should be able to get the help here needed. And likely after that, get the blitz off. And as Duran here looks like he is saying in the chat GG's. But we never will know, will we? Because it's still incoming. The block, the hit. Crystal Hunter is going to now finally lose out on the ogre. Thankfully, still resurrection tournament, guys, so he'll be back in the next bit, but that was not going to be anything too long term. And we'll be able to get yet another mark here, and then not only that, get somebody over the top, get a little pressure here on the ball carrier. And yes, he's able to get some more guys marking up the other fellow players that could maybe helped out in this procession. Still has this guard blitzer open, so likely to come over and get the help on, and he does. And if anything, at least get the 1-die blitz through for the touchdown, if anything. But We'll see what the play is going to be. There's the 2-die block. Oh boy, nothing but pow, baby. And there we go. Going to take him down with the arm break. And there's the 1-die blitz through. Just needs at least to push, and he does. And lightly to dodge away there. Ooh, he's going to fail the dodge, but gonna be okay there. No worse for wear, and easily walks in there. Knuffle shuffle there into the touchdown area as Crystal Hunter looks to ice the game 2-0. Of course, I have seen Dwarves come back from a 2-0 deficit from just the 14th round on. So humans can definitely come back from this position. It's not over yet, but I definitely have seen this myself. Dwarves down 2-0 and came back to win it 3-2. It is absolutely possible, but of course everything has to go your way for the rest of the flippin' match. And there, Crystal Hunter says, really need to get that touchdown after my ogre got whamma jammed, and I don't blame him there. The blitz on the kickoff, and unfortunately that's not a riot. We'll be able to cut things off here on the right side. Human team, the blue team, really wanted to get the easy and quick touchdown so that he can get the possession back to Crystal Hunter so that he can maybe get a blitz on the kickoff in the next turn and turn it around. But no riot. It's just going to be a blitz. And this will likely be all downhill at this point. World's best orc coach knows when to call it GG. And again, you know, Duran, I really feel like it's going to be one of those things where it's going to be one of those oddball races that's going to win the World Cup. Just like we had seen it in the first 2016 World Cup where a Lizard Man team was chosen and he went all the way to win it. I think it's your time to shine, Duran. I think it is your time. But we'll see, though. It's going to be one of those things where in the World Cup, a lot of the other races, they're going to be used to seeing the Wood Elf teams. They're used to seeing human teams, maybe even Necromancer teams, but they're just not used to seeing an Orc team in the later stages of the game. And as I've said before, Orcs tier 1 team, they just, you know, it's a slingshot, right? Sure, they might be a little bit on the back foot in the first game, but then after that, they absolutely slingshot up the board, and it's going to be such a dangerous team to deal with in the later stages of the World Cup. Darren's like, dude, I just hope to make the money. Modest to the last. Darren's going all the way. I'm calling it right now. I'm calling it right now. The Bubble Boy effect. Ever is going to be going there. But I think Crystal Hunter might have something to say about that. Excuse me, sir. Humans are going to go all the way, and it will be me taking out the Orc team. The upstarts. And speaking of upstarts there, Crystal Hunter will be able to blitz through, get the pressure on the ball carrier. And with their tackle blitzer out, won't be able to get this catcher down so easily, but at least we'll be able to pressure him 2 ways out of Sunday. Ooh, gonna fail the GFI, definitely need to do the re-roll there as he wants to get the pincer on, make this touchdown just a little bit more difficult. As I've said before, all you need is a riot and then the blitz, and you're golden. Crystal Hunter, well, winning the World Cup wouldn't be such a bad idea after all. Are you guys even in the same side of the brackets? I don't even know. Looks like the blitz coming out on the left side, and likely going to give the handoff here to this catcher with the catchability, and then running in for the touchdown. But more ones on the dice, and Ever is going to continue to just get knuffled at the most critical moments of these stages. Oh gosh, nothing ever could do right there. Just gonna be handing it to Crystal Hunter on the blades. Very nicely played by both coaches, but unfortunately, Nuffle here giving Ever a little bit of the shorter end of the stick, opening things up in the first half here on the 1-36 GFI, and then after that, the Crystal Hunter was able to capitalize. But definitely, as we've seen before, no wait, he's gonna try to get the pickup at the GFI, so it's gonna fail the GFI. But don't worry, guys, he's got the touchdown. No! Nuffle is going to take it away again. Won't even let Ever make this look a little bit closer. 2-0 instead of 2-1 by the end. Wow. Crystal Hunter moves on there. Indeed. Let's take a quick look here at the brackets with the second round action. Beginning up with this human mirror of Crystal Hunter taking on Ever Aragon Stores, but there we go. 2-0. And Crystal Hunter moves on and will face off the winner between Al Bundy, the human team, taking out Spartaco's team earlier, or Wentros' Wood Elf team, who did take out Chelsea Zola's team of the Xbox crew. So who's it gonna be? We will find out in, well, probably just a week though. Probably in just a week. Don't you guys go away though. More Blood Bowl action, as we are going to see Necromantic team, I believe, no, Undead team taking on this human team of Veliopia. And of course, Veliopia coming off the Champions Cup 15 win with a human team, getting through loads of bashy teams. Can he continue to do that? We're here with the Undead team. We'll see though. Of course, if you are watching out there and you like what you see here, continue to hit that follow button. And if you're watching after the fact on YouTube, you can hit that subscribe button for me and like my videos. Definitely helps me out in the long run. And I'm gonna go grab a real quick drink, and I'll be back. Don't you guys go away.